Give everyone a reason to laugh right now.
A reason? Well, I can tell you one of the million stories of how Lance would constantly rib me when I was living with him, and still constantly ribs me. Like Lance, I don't know if maybe that's why I like to keep me around or thinks I'm hilarious, because I can't not sell stuff. Like I try not to, especially with him. He'll purposely do something to shit me or do something and get a reaction. Like I have a million. Like even for instance, we were having. Like, I was very lucky that after that abysmal 3-person massive draw show that we had, on the way home, he was like, what are you doing for Christmas? And I'm like, I'm sleeping in. Like, I get to sleep in because, like, I've been working 2 jobs in wrestling and, like, I worked in the mall, so I hadn't seen the sun for ages. I got there before the sun got up because I live so far away before I went down. Like, and I'd leave at night. So he's like, well, you live around the corner from my house. We're having a big family Christmas dinner. You're more than welcome to come over. And this is before I lived with him. So I was like, oh, man, like, yeah, I'll be there. And me being the 18-year-old confused child that I was, I'm like, what do you wear to dinner with Lance Storm, who's like your hero, but he's also like sees you as a friend now and a student. So what do I wear? So I wore a fucking suit because I'm an idiot. So I wore a suit to Christmas dinner. They're all like in jeans and casual gear. He opens the door and he goes, you look nice. And I'm like, excellent. So we're having dinner. They do the bonbons and stuff. And then like the crack, and everyone has to wear the paper crown. So everyone's wearing it. And then slowly everyone's like taking theirs off except me. And I'm not allowed to take mine off. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. I guess I just leave it on. And then they had this thing called like a lint shaver. Now we don't have lint shavers in Australia, right? I don't know what the hell that is. It's like a motorized thing where like it gets the lint off. It's got like a propeller in it. And I'm like, Lance says something like, oh, that'd be funny if I put it on your head. And I'm like, oh, yeah, it would be funny. And everyone laughs. And then Lance gets up after, like while we're eating out of nowhere and literally puts it on my head. And it feels like it rips. And everyone laughs. He goes, it was funny. And I'm like, rubbing my head, going, what just happened? And I'm like, I can't say anything. You know what I mean? That's just like normal. And then like I'm in his car. Here's a good one to finish off with. I'm in the car. We're coming back from the airport from dropping a student off. And I'm like, I've got all these coins because I used to catch the bus everywhere and I still did. So I've got this massive hand of coins and I'm counting to see how much I've got so I can go to the bank and switch it. And I can see Lance looking at me. And Lance likes to do this thing where he takes his hands off the steering wheel just to fuck with me. And I'm like, hey, like hold the steering wheel. Like I'm nervous. So I'm looking at the coins counting and then Lance looks at me and I can see him looking. I'm like, what's he going to do? What's he thinking? So he smashes the brakes real hard and all the coins fly everywhere. Like everywhere. They bounce off the freaking thing, hit me in the face. I'm like, there, and he's laughing. I'm like, really? And he thinks it's hilarious. I'm like, look at the coins. So I'm picking them all up, and I bend down to pick it up, hits the brakes again. I smash my head on the glove box thing. I'm like, and he's laughing. 3 times this happened before I learnt, right? We get home, so back to his place, and I'm opening the car door, and I'm getting all my coins, and I just hear him yell, it's like, hurry up, you're late for dinner. Tina's getting pissed off. I'm like, oh, so now I'm in trouble because I'm late to dinner because I'm getting all my coins. And like, he was like that constantly. There were so many things where he would like tell me to help get the water out of the car while it's snowing. Then he locked me out. Then he moved the camera to the door while we're doing promo day, and everyone's like watching me get locked outside in the snow while he's laughing. And then we're rewatching back the promos, and I'm like, what's this? Why is it filming the door? And then there's me looking like a dickhead in short shorts and a tank top in the snow, struggling to open a door, thinking no one's watching me and having a tantrum, when really he was filming me the whole time. And this is like one of like a million stories I have of the ribbing. But as Lance said, that means he likes you. So I guess he must have loved me in that case.
There you go.